So I had a momentary lapse of reason last night, and I was looking through things, and I said, I was dumb enough to believe, so it said Jeranism interviews Brian Cox, the CERN guy, right? I was dumb enough to believe that, so I went over and check it out, and what a fucking joke that was. It was Jaron talking to Antonio, who was basically pretending to be this Brian Cox guy from CERN. And it just, I don't know, it was just so stupid. So stupid. If you were to, like, say you met somebody like me on the street, I told you the world was flat and you should go research it, and then that's the first thing you come across. Later on, when you tell people, you're going to say, I met this fucking idiot on the street that believes the world's flat. Then he freaking sends me to this website of insane people. Yeah, or basically, I mean, they didn't anywhere on the video did they say that they were doing a parody or a joke. Or at least I didn't see it. I mean, like the headline, the title's like, Live Jeranism interviews Brian Cox or something like that. It's just, you got Anthony, like, I would tell you got to go see it, but don't, because you can't get any of that time back. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It really does make you stupider, just even paying them any mind, because, maybe in the beginning, maybe Jaron was an actual, he kind of represented the layman researcher. He's just a regular guy. Well, now, I'm just saying, it's just like this thing will go nowhere. It's designed to go nowhere. All it does is pigeonhole everybody into a group or category. So, further perpetuating all that categorization for probably later on roundup lists. Who knows, right? Well, I tell you one thing. The dude ain't out there, just like none of the other ones, ain't out there calling out their subs saying, hey, whoever has just even a little bit of money or a lot of money and want to spend some of it to prove this thing, please get in touch with us. There's none of that. You don't see any of that. You don't see people like, hey, well, I believe in this theory and I happen to be a fucking millionaire, billionaire, whatever. I can go charter a couple of planes and, whatever. You just don't see, and you won't see any of that. But basically, you had Anthony talking like he was, for one, an idiot, like he fucking is, but talking like he was like a heliocentric scientist, like this Brian Cox guy. It was like a parody is what it was supposed to be, but they don't say that. It's like it seemed like if you just clicked on and you didn't know who Brian Cox was, you didn't know any of that, you just clicked on and you seen these people, a flat earth discussion, you'd be like, wow, both of these people need to go into the fucking loony bin. They're fucking crazy, and that's exactly what's going on. That's why you can go on to these 8-hour hangouts and just listen to people. Whatever. This is like the last stuff I'm going to say about it. I've already moved on. I've gotten out of the trap. I know that I can't get in a space shuttle and prove this right now. So I'm not going to sit and keep talking about it when it's important, but like, really, it's like trying to teach somebody the alphabet starting with like X. You know what I mean? When it comes to like the truth, and people need to know how and why, especially like that they're doing these things, and then the flat Earth makes a lot more sense. It just makes sense. It's just kind of like the next piece of the puzzle. It's like, oh yeah, all right, well yeah, of course that makes sense. That way they can scare people with asteroids and aliens and fucking all kinds of shit. Oh, an EMP came from the sun. It's just bullshit. It's very hard to tell people don't don't believe a news bulletin, like, right? I mean, what a challenge. What a challenge it is. Like, doomsday could be coming, and I would have to try to like knock out and drag people in my family and stuff like out to safety. You know, it's like they won't come. You know, but these guys are definitely out there doing some fucking whack stuff. To all you guys that want to keep researching the flat earth and want to hang on to it, they're doing some really whack stuff to you. And my buddy Glenn from the Shillbusters, BC, Vancouver, BC, the Shillbusters, he had an interesting point. And he said, well, remember the first moon experiment, which I was like a part of? I volunteered. Me and my time and my subs, I asked them to volunteer their time towards that first moon project. And of course, you know, nothing ever came of that at all. And it never gets talked about. Then they did a sun tracking project that never got talked about. I guess Nathan Oakley was saying, oh yeah, I got all the information, it's all on my site, you know, go look, it's a pile of pictures, sort through it, you know, like, you know, and now they're doing another sun tracking experiment. Now listen, this was what I'm gonna give Glenn credit for it, but I'm gonna say that it makes a lot of sense. It could make a lot of sense. If we were to get one piece of information later on down the road, it would make all kinds of sense and be like, oh yeah, those fucking assholes. But what he had said, he's like, hey, what if these guys got a ticket to a bunker? You know, they literally, or they think they got a ticket to a bunker, and regardless, all these pictures that are getting taken of the sun and the moon from all these different perspectives and vantage points, who knows, man? Continuity of government, continuity of fucking assholes, right? If you gotta stay deep underground for X amount of time, you could simulate sun and moonscapes every morning or every day on a big screen. Make it feel more like home. I was like, wow, yeah, no shit. And obviously it's just paranoid speculations. You know, I'm not accusing anybody of anything because I don't know. Would I be surprised? No, not at all. But peace, guys. Everybody have a good day.